What is going on, everyone? It is your sister in spirit, Alicia here. For those of you um, who follow me, it has been a while since I have been here, and I just really felt called to hop on, to check in, to say hi, and to get into this topic, which, as you can see, is that spirituality starts at the root. One of the reasons that I really feel like it is important to discuss this is because so many people can begin the spiritual walk and really get obsessed with contacting and connecting with spirit in so many ways. Okay, so what am I seeing? What am I doing? What am I hearing? Like, do I know my guides? Do I know all these things that are going on? Which has a lot to do with the upper chakras, right? Like if we're thinking about spiritual anatomy, it is the third eye and the crown chakra that is really starting to tap in and tune into these more astral or beyond the veil experiences. And when we get stuck in these cravings and these desires and these experiences, what we are doing is we are uprooting ourselves from the core experience that we came here to have, which is to connect with our humanness. It is the fact that we are human that we are even able to um, discover how profound our spirituality is. And this is why we must continue to ground and we must continue to check in with that root chakra, which is talking about tapping in with the spiritual body. If you are unwell, physically, if the things in your life are not balanced and are not in wellness, okay, then if your mind is teetering in fear, if your nervous system is in a sympathetic state constantly, it is going to be very challenging and very difficult to have a well-balanced spiritual walk. So what does the root chakra really talk about in terms of how I view the world, right? Like whenever you go and speak to a lot of coaches, everybody's going to have a different opinion. Everybody's going to have a different experience. Everybody's going to have a different level of education. For me, the root chakra has a lot to do with connecting with your physical body. So my question, first off, is how are you taking care of your body? How's your body? Are you taking care of it? Are you moving it? Are you feeding it? Are you fasting it? What are you doing to maintain wellness inside of the physical body? Okay. The next question I have is how is your home? How are your bills? How are your finances? What's going on there? Like, are all of the things in your physical space, do they have a home? Are they put away? The physical environments that we live in are a direct reflection of what's going on within us. So, how is your home? Is it peaceful? Do you feel safe there? Is it organized? All of these questions are great to check in with because if we are not really anchored and grounded, if our home is not a place of safety, then spiritually, what are we also opening ourselves up to? Is it a safe practice? And we can discover that again by directly checking in with our humanness, with this physical realm. It will reflect to us exactly what is going on. The other thing that I love to check in with is how are your core belief systems? How in tune are you with what you believe, with your values, with your goals? All of these are also in my practice associated with that root chakra. So if we are connected with our values and goals, and we are also connected with what we do not agree with, knowing that when we know what we don't like and what we don't participate in, that can also help us get clarity in what it is that we do believe in. what matters to us, regardless of what other people think, right? Are some of the belief systems that you have operating, that you are living under, some of the things that you make your priority actually yours? Or do they belong to your family? Or do they belong to your culture? Do they belong to your religion? Do they belong to your media? What do you value? What do you believe? What matters to you? And when you get clear on that, what doesn't matter to you? What is not important to you? And are you okay with the fact that other people are going to disagree and that that's okay? When we get clear on what it is that we believe and what our values are, then we can begin to take action in those values. And we can begin aligning with people that share those values. So, for those that are afraid to change your values because you're afraid of losing your tribe, right? Because also, at the very root of us, at the very humanness of us, we are tribe, we are pack animals. Knowing that as we realign ourselves with our truth, that we will realign with the appropriate tribe. So that way we can get the support and the safety that we are seeking. So, how do I know that my root chakra really does need some attention? How do we begin to know this? For those of you that are really trying to elevate your intuition, that are trying to increase your vibration, these are a lot of the common terms inside of the spiritual like movement and um, uh, like wording, right? You want to raise your vibe, you want to ascend, you want to become enlightened, right? You want to tap into that intuition. Okay. You want to astral travel, you want to do all these things. At the very core of it, one way that you can tell that your root chakra is not balanced is you may be having bouts of mania, like manic episodes. You may be having violent or disturbing nightmares. You may be feeling very disconnected from yourself, very confused, very unclear. You may be feeling um, paranoia. You may be feeling like spirits are around watching you. You may be feeling a certain extent of fear. Okay. Um, and all of these things would show me that the upper chakras are overactive and that the energy is not able to flow or is not flowing down into the lower chakras. Okay. Other examples might be your health might be up and down. Okay. You might be having some autoimmune issues or some immunity issues, immune system issues. Okay. Um, and that is just a reflection, right? Because the immune system is the white blood cells. It's the tribe that like fights off bacteria and viruses and disease, right? So that is how that might reflect inside of your body as well. So again, spirituality really goes beyond these experiences that people are sharing, okay? It is about getting to know who you are. The spiritual walk, spiritual coaches, all these things, what their job is to help you hear yourself, redefine who you are, to unlearn who you have become so that way you can unbecome and step into who you have always been. And so the root of spirituality is answering that age old question, who am I? I'm unhappy. Something is not right in my life. I am so disturbed, unhappy, just disconnected. And I just want to figure out who I am and what is going on. And so spirituality is usually activated by those questions that we ask ourselves. Who am I? What do I want from my life? And these things are what connects us. to our root chakra, which I love. So I really felt that wanted to come through. Tomorrow is 11/11. If that means anything to you, great. If it doesn't mean anything to you, great. It's just another day, right? In this journey that we are taking to rediscover who we are. And I really just wanted to encourage everybody to remember that you are, yes, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, but like you, right now, you're a human, and your human needs to be taken care of. And if it is not taken care of, then what do we really get to learn about anything? Because we're constantly battling disharmony. We're constantly battling imbalance. We're constantly battling, right? Ourselves. And when we put that barrier in front of ourselves where we're just constantly battling, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm fighting against myself all the time, then we get to miss out on the essence of what spirituality can bring, which is harmony, union, peace, acceptance, all of these beautiful things. And with that, I feel complete. So do not forget to check in with your root chakra. Okay, check in with your values, your belief systems, check in with your goals, check in with your body, with your nutrition, with your movement, check in with your home, your laundry, your bed sheets, check in with your car maintenance, check in with your tribe and your community. And this will all help you get back into what you need to do. And for those of you that are looking for a few extra tips, meditate. Drop that brain, drop that central nervous system from the stress response into the parasympathetic response. Drop it into rest. Drop it down into the alpha and the theta wavelengths, okay? Breathe, breathe. Just breathe, right? Yeah. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful chorus. Breathe it in, let it out, let it go. Breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go. Do it. Okay? Getting anchored, getting grounded into the body. I always say I'm complete, and then I say a little bit more, but welcome to the show, Thank you so much for your time, your presence. Check in with that root chakra. I'm serious. It's getting called, especially with everything that's been going on in the collective. Okay? Peace and love. See you all soon. Bye.